I is less than. Okay, I haven't set up the variables for this yet. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. What we're going to do here is going to do this dot width equals image dot get width. This dot height equals image dot get height. And then this dot. I'm using layout now instead of pixels because it's more of a layout than a pixel. And we're going to make this a new here. What we're going to do as well is I is going to be less than width. And we're going to include a new one for J. At the minute there's just a lot of red lines, which means I'm doing something wrong. That's just because I haven't included the layouts properly. There we go, right. The filters, not that, sorry. And in here what we're going to do is we're going to do this dot layout I plus J times width, and this is going to be called image dot red, green, blue by J. Right. So this just transfer all the colours over from the image into our layout function here. And then we're going to make our render function. Okay, so our render function now, what we're going to do is we're going to use a loop again. And we'll do the same thing with our X and our Y as well. Rather than this, what we're going to do though. Okay, so now, yeah. If we go into our image class, we're going to make an adaptation of this. You might remember this is our thing. This is just what we're using just to make sure that. This is a thing just to make sure that it's actually on the screen. Anything differently we're going to do with this is rather than less than 0, we're going to do if the x value is less than tsheet dot. Actually, need to get tile sheet. Change this to be public, so I can access the tile size whenever I want. So the x value is going to be less than tile sheet, minus tile sheet, sorry. Otherwise, if the tile is printed half on the screen, half off the screen, it will be registering that it's not on the screen, and therefore won't print in. So you'll end up with a border around the edge, which is obviously not what we're after. I've missed one of the Y values. The other one can be the same because obviously if it's too far to the right, if it's slightly off the screen, then we don't need to print it. What we're going to do for this is do ts dot, it's not called ts, this dot tsheet dot get tile, and the reference is going to be layout xo plus yo, we can just use I plus j times this dot width. So there you go. Okay, so now here is going to store our tile as well. This is just so we can do the same thing we were doing before. How in game we were testing to make sure it doesn't equal null. And if it did equal null, then we can make sure we don't. Okay, and here as well we're going to do this. So our x and our y value, xo values and our yo values now, that'll be where we're going to be printing on the screen. So for now, what you'll notice is just what we can't move the map at the minute. So here, rather than printing the tile, what we're going to do is we're just going to print the whole map. And now when we run it, okay, I think that's roughly right. We're just really high up. So what I'm just going to quickly do is just take my map and move it up like this. Click OK. Okay, so just say that, and then when I rerun that, hopefully you'll get a bit more of the map on the screen. Okay, you can see we now print that map. As you can see, the tiles are being directly linked over, just as we planned. I'm just going to make it quickly so we can actually move around this. Okay, one thing I do want to do actually as well is in here is to set up a sky. So we include a new file name, which would be res/sky.png, and in here we'll change the constructor to this. Here we'll make a private image called sky, and the first thing we'll do here is include a new sky image. No. That's going to be a string still. Give me 2 seconds. This dot equal new image sky. And in here, before we render anything, we'll do this dot sky dot render. Like so. So now what you'll see is when we run it now, we've got the sky in the background with our tiles in front of it. Obviously they don't blend so much at the minute, but that'll change more as we get more into detail into the game. Okay, so what I'm going to quickly do, suppose others at the end, close that up. We're going to open our engine up, I'm going to make a new class, and we're going to call it input handler. Yeah, we should just see if this works really, more than anything. I'm going to make a public static input handler. Okay, and then in here we're going to do handler dot so in here we're going to set up actually this into it. So here we're just going to set the variable, and then in here we're actually going to make it work. We'll create a constructor where we send it our engine, and what we'll do is we'll do engine dot add key listener. That's the one, and the key listener we're going to add is this. And then down here what we need to do is let this implement key listener. It's then going to tell us we need to add our unimplemented methods. We're also going to make a new here of boolean values keys. Okay. There we go. There you go, so now we set up a new variable with a new array of variables of keys called booleans. And what we're going to do in here is our arg0.get ID. I haven't done this for a while, so you don't have to do it. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set our key arg0.get ID to true when it's pressed and false when it's released. So what this allows us to do now, when we go into game.tick, is do map.move x, y, and you'll see why they come in. I'm going to make 2 new integers called x and y, and then if engine.handler.keys keyEvent.va right, this will mean that x is going to have to go minus. Do this 4 times. We're going to do vk left, up and down. When we press left, we're going to increase that. So if we want to go up, we're going to have to increase YY. We're then going to create a method in here, which is this. And so we're going to say that this.x plus equals x and this.y plus equals y. Obviously, you don't have them two variables, so we're going to create them variables as well, like so. And then in here, where we've got our x and our y, we're just going to add the x and the y values in. And what this should allow us to do, if everything's gone right. Don't think it'll go right first time. I've been a bit creative. Lucky is the word I was for. I've been a bit lucky. Right. I just need to initialize them variables. And what I should now be able to do. Okay, I can't. Let's just quickly print the value here. So our engine.keys. Right. Let's see what that does. So it's false. Still false. Our input handler now. Added key listener. Okay, so it's not get ID, that's why. So I haven't got get key code. Now we do this. Yeah, there we go, right, bring this back on the screen. So you can see now when I press the right key, it moves to the right, move to the left, and then up and down. Which obviously isn't very realistic at the minute, because it just means we can move around the map. Let's see what our sound textures. But obviously, it shows that we've got key input as well, and we're able to move the map rather seamlessly actually as well. Another thing I'm going to do, just while we're quickly here, is copy these over and do SkyX, and we're going to make a SkyY. Okay. In here, we're going to do the same with the skies, so SkyX plus equals x, SkyY plus equals y. And we also have a new function in map called tick. So we're going to have the map tick every time. And we're going to do SkyX plus equals, sorry, not plus equals, just plus, so increase by 1 every time. This will then be minus SkyX and minus SkyY. And what I'm going to have to do is print 4 of them. So it's going to be x plus this dot sky dot get width. I'm actually just going to quickly load these into variables. So now we've got the variables of our width now, like for our sky. And what we're going to do here. Okay, so what we're doing now is just printing like that. And in here we're going to do if sky x is greater than or equal to 0. Not equal to 0. 800. We should probably do this there. So if it's greater than or equal to the width, it means that it's being drawn off the screen. And so what we can do then is just set sky x to equal 0. And we can do this 4 times, because if it's less than 0, instead we're going to set it to equal get width plus SkyX. Okay. And then we're going to do this with get height. And it's SkyY to equal 0. And then if we are less than 0 again, we can do that. Right. So now what should happen as well is the sky should move. Oh, kind of moves with us. It's kind of weird. I don't know if I actually like that. I kind of like it that the sky loops, that's good. What you notice is the sky does loop whichever corner I go to, other than up and down. I don't know why that is. I know why that. It will loop normally. But the sky, if I go into here, I was trying to work out I was going to say the sky is meant to move on its own. So it's meant to like scroll. And it does. Now I've corrected it. And you see it loop round. And you can see the break from there. So I'll have to just make that seamless, so that's fine. That's something I can do later. And then you see it now loops around. So the idea is when you move, you're following the thing. When you stop, you go that way, it goes a lot quicker. I'll have to work around with that and see if I like it or not. But, however, that is Java Vaults. Sorry for the long session. It's been like an hour now. If you like these videos and if you want to see more of them, please do like the video below. And comment, let me know if there's anything you think I can improve on. Other than that, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.